Driving serious yet? All right, let's go ahead and see those RPMs increase. Put them lemon pepper steppers to good use. Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos. And this is WeAINTseenIT Reactions, the place where I react to everything I ain't never seen. And if you read by the title, it's time to jump into some more openings. And what openings are we going to be reacting to specifically? All the openings to Initial D. That's right, baby. It's time to shift into turbo. Get our drift on, or should I say our roll on, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I am not that familiar with Initial D. Only thing I know is that it is a car show, and it has a specific car that it has on all the promotions. This is like the flagship vehicle for every Initial D related thing, and that is the Toyota AE86, which is kind of an ugly looking car, but you know, when it comes to drifting, it's not all about the aesthetics. It's all about how you use the hardware that you're riding inside, man. And I feel like this show right here really captures the essence of street racing and drifting in particular, man. Yeah, like I have been really eager to get into this show, and I was like, man, if I want to go ahead and react to this, which I plan on doing, why not react to the openings and get a good feel for it? It's like, just go ahead and make this your foray and see if you're going to be digging it, because I feel like the openings do a good job of giving us a taste sample of what's to come in the full actual episodes and full-length seasons. Another thing that I remember about Initial D in the past is that it had its fair share of controversies in the way it was localized. Apparently, Tokyuu Pop, which was this American distribution company that did a lot of animes and did their own touches to them, similar to others like Funimation and 4Kids. Apparently, they bastardized the hell out of this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably had like a lot of Fast and the Furious beats and lingo and all the things that, you know, Americans like to see, but it wasn't really staying true to what the original Japanese studio produced. So yeah, you don't have to worry about me watching that Tokyuu Pop dub, man. I'm going to be watching this in Japanese subtitles. So if you guys want to, go ahead and jump over on Patreon, because it's going to be a while before it airs on YouTube. I'm going to try to front load the Patreon with as many episodes of the Initial D reactions as I can before we swiftly start transitioning over on the YouTube side of things. So yeah, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and put our car in the ignition and press on that gas and see what they're talking about, because I'm excited. Here we go. Hey. Okay, they got a sound wave on this shit. A little auto-tune, a little T-Pain going. Definitely looks like an older anime too. Like I'll say early 2000s or late 90s. Uh-huh. Shit, that gotta be using that moose. Everybody got lips like me. Okay, we got a few lot lizards up on this thing too. That guy looks like he doesn't even want to be there, but you know he has to. Got Trixie and Tammy up in this thing. Uh-huh. Let's get moving. If I'm not mistaken, that's the main character. Yeah. Uh-huh. My nigga got the New Balances on. Okay, they part of the culture. They were really good with this. Yeah. They had to hit us with that Trapanese too. Oh, then they had the little bird sounding like they chirping and shooting at you at the same time. Yeah, I'm digging that one, man. I did not suspect for it to have like hip hop up in this, but once again, since this is in that street race genre, I guess I should have expected that, you know. But I heard that a lot of people wasn't really feeling the westernized version of Initial D before Funimation got it, because they had hip hop as well. But I guess they just wanted to hear that original soundtrack to coincide with the visuals, you know, and the actual dialogue as well. As I stated, it does look like it's aged a bit, and it looks like it's going to be sporting these CGI vehicles, which I have no problem with, because I know that there are certain things that animation can't do that, you know, CGI can kind of supplement a little bit. Like a lot of other animes they still use CGI, and it looks good because, you know, technology has continued to advance, and others have been able to utilize it in a way that's more pleasing to the eyes. Like, we've seen others do it. Like, I think one of the ones that I loved the most in the earlier 2000s was Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, because they used the vehicles and they had that Akira effect with the lights and stuff like that. I think this one is going to do the same thing too. I hope it does, because it's just something about that light after image, that Akira, you know, established after image shot. It just makes the races look a lot better, man. But yeah, the CGI, it does show its age up in this, but I'm pretty sure, you know, that I'm just judging the book by its cover, and I actually had to see it to know how good it is. But anyways, let's go ahead and keep this thing going, man. Let's jump into opening 2. Yeah, it's like a PlayStation 1 or early PlayStation 2 cutscene with the visuals, like the CGI. Oh, we on the grid with that shit. Yeah, drift it, swerve it. And they couldn't wait on my nigga, man. He had to start his car up. You know, he had a slow takeoff. Well, he's still smoking their asses. Damn, somebody crashing out. You gotta be careful on those Japanese roads, especially the mountain sides. Break into the night. Okay. I would say, even though the CGI is looking a little daunting, the cinematography looks perfect. Especially the main character. He has a poker face on him. But this nigga stays with the same expression throughout the entire series. Probably never smiles. Yeah, that right there was off the chain too. Yeah, guys. The cinematography, I think that's gonna be the shining point. Like, it really captures the essence of what it's like to be in that kind of first-person view, or behind the steering wheel and drifting on all these different tight corners. Because, you know, Japan, they got a lot of like roads that would, you know, have you crashing out and, you know, pushing up daisies. And I feel like the stakes are gonna continue to get higher up in this too. It's like, one thing that I notice about a lot of sports anime is that they tend to kind of go for a more spectacle side of things, where, you know, everything's over exaggerated, everything is super pseudo, like, I don't know, I don't want to say pseudo real, but it's the polar opposite of realism. You know, it's kind of like Kuroko no Basket or something like that, where everything has those typical anime tropes. You know, you got your Ice Shield 21 that elevates that thing to kind of make it more palatable for people that aren't really like into sports. But this one right here, it seems very grounded in realism, and I'm pretty sure a lot of racers have a lot of respect for this right here, man. So yeah, that opening right there was cool too. It's giving me more and more of what I want to see, and giving me a good feel for what I'm gonna ultimately see once I react to this. But anyways, let's go and keep this thing moving and grooving, man. Yeah, the visuals are looking better now. Showing the inside of the vehicle as well, like showing the different inner workings. Second stage. Damn. Get off my tailpipe, bro. Get off my bumper, man. Ooh, is it two Toyota AE86s on the road? Look at that, boy. Oh yeah, that's the stuff that I love. This is why I like the earlier Fast and the Furious movies. Okay. Yeah. Damn. See, that's what you get for going the wrong way, homie. You need to go in the other direction. You're gonna cause us to crash out. Blazing beats. Yeah. You know, he couldn't let the beat go on until he had started rapping. Shit. Who they got on that? G-Dragon cousin? Like, he was going for it, wasn't he? I think he was trying to spit all kind of bars. Put some gasoline on them shits. Damn. Somebody need to work on their power steering. Extra stage. Cool. Boy, get control of the vehicle, man. Oh, they got girls on the road. No wonder. Let me stop. I'm just joking, girls. I know y'all know how to get down on the road as well. You know what I'm saying? Skirt, skirt, skirt. Need to get one of the Migos to ad-lib this shit. So this seems like it's more focused on the ladies. That's cool that we're actually focusing on the girls, man. I love this. But it says extra stage, so I'm guessing that this doesn't really get a lot of focus in the main story. Like, this seems like a bonus episode or something. Oh, shit. Ooh. That's cool. This shit looks more and more dangerous. Like, I'm starting to kind of jump at this because I feel like I'm actually in the vehicles. She trying to tell old girl to focus. Stay focused on the road, bitch. You gonna kill us. Okay. Now or never make it better. Let's get it, man. Yeah, that was really good too. It seems like we don't get a lot of focus on the females. Like, this one right here just seems like it was like dedicated to them though. You know, it's like this, whatever it is, extra or whatever they call it. It definitely feels like it's kind of stepping aside from the main jocks that have a lot of testosterone and injecting those fuel lines with more estrogen and girl power, if you know what I mean. You had old girl on the side telling her like, hey bitch, you need to just do what you gotta do. Don't kill us. Do a little ignorant stunt here and there, but just make sure we stay on this damn road. Please do that for us. You know, maybe we can actually make it into the actual show instead of just being in this little one episode OVA special that we got going. I could be wrong. They could just you know, they could all be up in the show for all we know and whooping ass. But I noticed that the CGI is getting a lot better, and as we progress through these openings, the stages continue to evolve and get a lot tighter. You know, I think it's harder to drift in like a tighter kind of road with the railings closing in closer to the mountains and stuff like that, man. I would love to just be in the passenger seat of a person that's very good when it comes to drifting, especially down those areas. But I know there's a slim chance that something can go wrong and our asses just be off the cliff. So yeah. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and keep it moving to this next one. Got the All My Children sky up in there. Okay, man, why does it look real? That look real than a mug. Is this like a real landscape or CG? Could be the latter. If so, it looks very good. This is the view Henry Cavill has when he's playing Superman. Woo! That Bobby Brown on him. Yeah. Ooh, there's a slash. This shit. Alright, low bitrate trees are back with the grass. This is how everything looks like when you're going like over 100 miles per hour though. Everything tends to look low bitrate and loses detail. Look at the tires. He getting it. Yeah, this looks very good. You can actually see the light reflections have gotten a lot better too. Yeah! Well, my boy in the background sound like the ultimate hype man. To the left, come on! I love to watch this in 4DX. Damn. My organs will feel so weird after doing all these tight turns back and forth. Damn, he's still going for it after the song that went off and everything. Need to catch a break, bruh. Engine's roaring and pumping and thumping. The shocks. The tires. Okay, now they look more rotoscoped. It looks like it has cell shading now. That looks very good. The animation is ramped up. I like how my man curves his foot too. Did he get a new paint job? This doesn't even look like the same car anymore. Nice. Yeah, this is when the budget increased, you can tell. This guy is just trying to get to Starbucks. Get the fuck out of the way. It's like somebody's getting killed if he doesn't get his ice cold froppy. Oh, they got OG up on the wheel. Project D. Get some in your life. Yeah, so as I mentioned, guys, this is where I can see the production value completely go into an overhaul, man. Like, when we went from having those fully CG rendered cars, now we've gotten to a point to where we have the CG cars, but they're more cell shaded. They actually have outlines to match the character aesthetics of the anime. And then you see that the designs for the characters have improved. And one thing that I noticed about the main character, whenever he's driving, I notice how he kind of like overts his foot over onto the gas as well when he's braking, I guess to kind of reduce the momentum, but to also keep some form of like ignition going to where he can properly drift without reducing his speed too much, man. I think that looks cool. I always wonder what it looked like in the car and what people do in order to maintain that momentum without coming to a complete stop when they're hitting these tight turns. So it's cool that he has his techniques. You know, it's all about that footwork. Kind of makes me believe that we're going to see other characters that have that as well, you know, that have their own techniques when it comes to drifting and whatnot around these tight corners. So yeah, the production looks good. The character models look like they've improved drastically. Everything just looks like it's on the up, and I can tell that it's kind of withstood the test of time, which is why we have a total of 10 openings. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep it going with this next one and see how much the animation continues to improve along with the CGI. Let's get it. Yo, I'm back in this bitch. I'm waiting. Let's drive. Fourth stage. We got blue cars now. Everybody has that haircut like their dad owns a dealership. Like he has a carbon fiber hood. Like how everybody hitting them stick shifts. And there's that element I like. The little blurry after image effect of the lights. Noizy Tribe. Ooh, there we go. I was wanting to see more rain scenes to see how they do those elements, like the mist. Yeah, back that shit up some, man. We're back. Yeah, that right there looked like it was returned to true form, man. Like they knew they was back and they had to come back with a vengeance, man. I was wondering why we weren't seeing that many rainy scenes, because I feel like those are the more dangerous moments, since the terrain or the actual asphalt is a lot sleeker than it usually is. And it seems like we're going to have those characters that dare the main character to take on those challenges too, you know, like, you know, the stakes they're going to continue to raise, you know, they're going to get higher and higher. So that right there is something that I was curious about. The polygonal account is a lot better too, like especially with the rails. The rails looked a lot more sharp and angular, and now they just look very round in comparison to the earlier, if I want to say this, stages. Can I say stages, since we have that first or second stage shit and we're in a fourth stage? So yeah, like the polygon count continues to increase on all the CGI assets. But the character models, like I will say, it's kind of hard to differentiate certain characters because they have similar hairstyles. You know, they have that dude, my dad owns a dealership, Chad or Charles hairstyle, you know, where it comes down and they look like Jonathan Taylor Thomas' cousin. Only way I can tell the difference is because of the different hair colors and stuff. So yeah, hopefully they start showing more types of hair. You know, I think we've seen some that stand out that are kind of different from the pack, but there are some that look like they're carbon copies, just kind of recolors. But anyways, that's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and jump back into this thing, man. That was a good one. That was a very good one. Oh, this one looks very colorful. Extra stage 2. This is ladies' night again. How the ladies stolen their boyfriend's cars? I will say that detail needs to be more on that. Of course. It's like when the boys are away, the ladies will step in the car and have a wreck. Uh-huh. Okay, there's one guy. Yeah. I like the different design aesthetics they have too, like the different schemes, like the design schemes. It's like looking through the lens of somebody else and seeing what they see when they're on the road. This guy Swerve. Yeah. Damn. Okay, back to the real world then. Ooh, this looks like manga style. Fight stage. Or it's, oh, a fifth stage. I'm tripping. I thought they was gonna bring out Kazuya Mishima up in this shit to have him driving. It's like Tekken Force Drivers Edition. Yeah, you can see the shine and stuff on the car now, like the lighting. Yeah, I've seen this guy a lot. The yellow car, so he seems like he's going to be one of the main rivals. Man, he looks cool. That's what I'm talking about. Why he look like my boy from Tenjo Tenji? You can do it. Oh. Yeah, man, that looks very good. Hey. It's like they heard me when I said I wanted a different kind of color palette or different styles for the characters. I don't know why, man. I feel like my boy would probably be beating the fuck out of his ankles, making him turn, making his feet turn like that. That's right. Ooh, my boy got turbo now? Alright. That guy is the #1 hype man. Who is this other car that looks so similar to him though? Is this somebody that he knows, or is this somebody else that just hates him for having the exact same? Ooh. Okay. Ah. Hey. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I seen that cup up in the cup holder and none of the water was coming out, it kind of put me in the mind of Undercover Brother, if y'all are familiar with that. You remember when Eddie Griffin's character, he had that cup of orange soda and he was sitting there swerving and shit like that, just hitting all kind of donuts. But the cup, like the liquid in the cup, the orange soda was staying still. That's what this was. You know, I'm not sure if this guy is doing that for like a specific reason, like maybe it's a test to, you know, like showcase his skills or maybe perfect the art of drifting. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, it looks like we're at the end too, guys. So yeah, overall thoughts on this. It was good. It was very good seeing the evolution of these things. Like, as I mentioned, I knew that this thing was going to continue to evolve and get better over time, and that's what it did. Like, when did this anime air? When was the original run for the anime in particular? Okay, so the anime, it started out in 1998. And if I'm not mistaken, this thing ended in 2022, or if, like, I think that's the movie or one of them. But yeah, like, this shit looked very good. Like, the CGI continued to evolve. I liked how they had the cell shading on the cars, the light reflections and stuff like that, and it looked like it even had a little tinge of motion blur too, to give it that realistic kind of feel, man. Like, I feel like this right here would be something that I would enjoy watching, like in a 4DX theater, where I can feel the actual vibrations and the heaviness of the cars when they turn, you know, and risk getting motion sickness. I feel like I would love that, man. Like, this shit looks very good. Like, I like how the characters look. Like I say, I feel like some of them can be like interchangeable because they look so similar to one another. But for the most part, I think they do look distinct enough, you know, just the right amount. You got those characters that stand out. The guy up in the yellow car, he seems like he's going to be beefing with the main protagonist. You know, he seems like he's going to be a rival or potentially an antagonist that hates him, or somebody that kind of like, you know, respects the main character, but he still wants to take that spot, you know. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's the big guy on the block and the new kid is the new kid on the block. You know, the main protagonist, he's the new guy that's catching all the attention. But overall, if I were to rate those, man, I'll give them an S. So yeah. But anyways, that's going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, because as always, I have a blast reacting to these things with you and for you. If there's anything that I may have missed or got misconstrued, by all means, provide the proper context in the comment section below, and I promise I will get back to you. Keep in mind, this is going to be on Patreon, so if you want to see that, make sure you hit this video's like button, and let's try to get this to 1K likes, and I'll try to get it over to YouTube as soon as possible, but it will be over on Patreon first. So yeah, hit up the Patreon for $5, or you can just stay over here and wait till it hits YouTube. Anyways, yeah, guys, that's going to do it for us today. This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. We ain't seen the reactions. I'll catch you guys on the next reaction. Peace.